Hello, hello, this is Arcades, and welcome to another discussion video here on Stormworks Build and Rescue. And I thought I'd just mention something I noticed the other day, as I've got plans for something I'm going to start working on, and I was checking things out, so, I found something interesting. And, yeah, so, yeah. So, hope you like watch, hope you enjoy your see. If you do, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Helps out the channel immensely. And, yeah. Let's get into this. Okay. So, yeah. So, I was prepping for something new with Stormworks that I was wanting to build and start setting up. Just, something of interest. I don't want to spoil completely yet, even though this will probably will. I was checking out some of the program files that they have for the default missions, and considering the discussion we had recently with the developer Q&A, I went to go check in the mission editor for stuffs. There goes my seat. Okay, so I went and pulled the data for the or the files for the playlist to the default cargo containers. And because I was wanting to do something involving them. Spoiler. And something I noticed while I was in here is they've got a whole bunch of these environment mods listing pallets, containers, and even trailers. And it got me thinking, because if you come here, like we got spy cakes right here. Go to edit objects. And you'll see they've got all the data here for the cargo stuff. Like this zone right here. And it's showing all the spawn areas as well. Now, they don't have, like, anything, like, actually added in that I found of that specifically is spawns trailers or anything like that. Or pallets or anything like that. Because it might just be added to these things. And they might just not have, the stuff available yet either. So they may have already been adding the new logistics missions they were talking about during the dev Q&A, and they're laying the foundations already. So we might be seeing, like, type of pallets and even trailers to pull to different destinations. So this brings me to wonder, what standards are they going to use, or what standards are they going to use? Is it going to, like, upset the standards that are in the game already? Kind of like, with trailers, is it going to be like an actual semi-trailer, or is it going to be like a trailer you would pull, like a gooseneck or something, or even just like, or like that little boat trailer they have when you do the tutorial missions, or if you select to have the tutorial mission up. Stuff like that. So this will be interesting, because I can see if they do something that's kind of like a semi-trailer setup, it's probably going to mess up a lot of people in regards to the standards of, like, SIBTOT, which, if you're not sure what that is, that's the pretty much the standard that a lot of people build semi-trucks to on Stormworks. Like, even if they don't necessarily agree with it, most people will go with it. There's been a lot of people that try to come up with their own standards to say, hey, this is a better standard than SIBTOT, but everybody goes back to SIBTOT because that's where most of the creations are. Now, I have my own personal few issues with SIBTOT. I don't, and that just has to deal with its Lua channels, or its composite channels taking up Lua channels, but that's about it for me. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine. There's because there's like that standard, and there's also a standard with the trains and such. But it should be interesting to see how these new systems would end up affecting those standards that are out there. And then I'm also wondering, like, then they have their, they have pallet. So I'm assuming these are going to be like smaller, at minimum, maybe half size. because they have, because they have listed, like, here, the airport. So, which to me says it might be something that's designed for a helicopter to carry. So you might see like a small square thing, I'm going to assume at this point. Because there's not a lot of room to put spare, anything out here. And I would assume it would have to sit in like this area right here, or somewhere off of here. Because I doubt they would put it right in front of the door. So we're looking right here or over here. And yeah, so it's yeah. Because like even here, this one has a much better area. Because like it has all this. I know they have the fuel station over here, but you have this over here where they can put stuff as well. I mean, it's large enough you could probably put 1 or 2 containers here. Because I mean, if we come into let's see, add vehicle. We'll go to the presets. Do a container, but yeah, you see, like, a container could easily fit in these spots. So, I'm actually kind of surprised they don't have them here, but they don't exactly make sense either. So, having, like, a pallet, something that's airlifted, especially considering, this has always been, like, a helicopter-based kind of in feel, Yeah. So this should be interesting, to say the least. I mean, they've got a whole bunch of them because they're like container and pallets, and they've got the multiplayer base. We know, like, currently right now, there's no containers out there, at least that I remember of, off the top of my head. And, here they could probably put a few containers down the sides, or they may just leave them at the dock. Yeah, this one's going to be interesting, especially with containers. Because, come again, well, yeah, no. Containers could easily fit down in this area. Down these sides. Maybe like, a row of them. So... we go back to here. Let's see where else they have. Because, let's see, that's Spy Cakes. There's Draymore. Pallets and trailers over Draymore. Even though that has room for containers, but it makes sense too. Because we've already got, because like I know there's GOM Cargo Editions, Grumpy Old Man's thing. I've used it. He puts a lot of stuff like right over here, which I could see them doing as well. And where is this? Oh, yeah, the quarry. Oh, so they might just add stuff here. In fact, a lot of these, maybe they've already had these in plan, and I'm just now noticing it. Because I never had a reason to actually look at this stuff before. And, maybe it was just stuff they were holding off on, and just maybe here soon they're going to actually finish it up. Because what we got here? Yeah, because we got the fishing village. Now, the more interesting part, because here we got all the containers. And you can tell some of them had some different thing. This one says ammo, but it's the Loki container. So, but yeah. But we don't see anything in regards to, like, Myers and such. So, yeah. That's, containers and pallets, containers and pallets. These, I think, are all those islands that if you don't have the DLC, except for this one. I think this is the BBG area. I think this is these are the islands if you, no, never mind. Those are the, yeah, those are the small island areas in the Arctic. Okay, I know what those are. I thought these were like the islands that you have if there was like, if you didn't have the DLC. Yeah, okay. But either way, You know, there's that one. So this is something interesting too. So, and I'm sure these maybe have always been around, and I've just now got to it. I'm not sure, but considering they were talking about updating the logistic missions, maybe they're going to expand on this stuff to what maybe they originally intended, or this could be new and they already have the foundations for it, or not so new and they already have the foundations for it. And why? Okay, there we go. So let's say, why does it stop scrolling? Because, I mean, they have stuff at the, you know, pallets at all these different facilities. Holy, wait. The turbine? Okay, I'm beginning to think those pallets are really small. Give you size comparison. Wait, whoops. If I come in here and add vehicle, grab the container. See, that's how big the container is. So I'm guessing a pallet might be maybe a fourth of this size? Really small? I was thinking they were going to be about half the size. And wait, they said turbine. You know, this is just one structure that gets repeated, so would it be a specific turbine? Or any turbine you could take one of these pallets to? Ooh, that's an interesting thought, so to speak. Either way. So yeah, just went over that real quick. Something I noticed. It's nothing, you know, mind-blowing, so to speak, but it was something that I noticed and I thought, say, hey, maybe this is what we're getting. Who knows? So yeah. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed your watch. If you do, you know the deal, you know the spiel. This is Arcades, signing out. Have yourself a good day. Whee!